because I'm me. If I were literally anybody else, they would probably listen, but because I'm Dark Side Phil, it's like they just want to ignore me probably because they're scared of someone outside of their bubble actually speaking truth.
They ignored you because you're dark side Phil. I'm going to actually provide one example of Phil lying, or at least being completely ignorant to something right now. And this happened like 10 minutes after this segment.
It's called Fightcade. Okay? Fightcade is a free to use online matchmaking system for if you have emulators, all right? Fightcade does matchmaking that gets you hooked up with someone else playing the emulator and put you together with rollback netcode, okay? It's free. It's also illegal. Like you want the attention. Oh, look at me. I know. You don't know anything. You probably don't know how to tie your own fucking shoes. Your mother probably wipes your ass for you when you go to the bathroom.
Well, you can't cook your own dinner and your wife schedules your haircut, so which one's worse, buddy? What's going on, y'all? Gonna get into the video quick here. Just want to say what's up. Appreciate all the comments on the last one. We're gonna get right into it, but basically starting off with Phil getting right into his streams, asking for contributions the moment they start up. He crashes out over the Elden Ring thing. I don't know if he's getting trolled by his audience, but you can see the thin skin. Let's get right into it. Somebody said I look like a Simpsons character in my last video. They're not wrong. So I got rid of the color correction, and now I look like an orange. Fucking deal with it.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, we've got a big expose because all the information has dropped on Elden Ring Night Rain, including release date, pricing, additions, and more. So we'll talk about all of that on today's show. But this is it. This is the big one, my friends. We are one goal away from getting a triple reward of 2 snack taste tests and the first new rebooted DSP Tries It going back to fast food. I'm excited for this because I've been wanting to do it for a bit. It's going to be a good one. So today we are going to hit that goal and make it happen. Plus, we'll talk all about how Smart Guys went last night because I think that the format changes that we made per last week's discussion worked really well. And also Jasper Kitty.
Okay. So it's pretty pathetic to start off your stream asking for contributions right off the bat. Like, you haven't provided any content yet, so why are you obligated to any money at all? I mean, we all know it's Phil, and he's going to ask for as much as he can, and he's going to ask for it as frequent as possible, and it's going to be your expectation to pay this guy. But anybody with a functioning brain, you haven't provided any content yet, so why should people pay you up front? Secondly, I wish Phil could explain how this was actually a reward for people. Like, I want him to just break it down. Where is the reward? I really want to know. I want to hear it from Phil's mouth. It would be funny to have him twist words, a triple threat reward. What is that?
PPP and I made some changes to this Mark Guys wrestling commentary show per your feedback, and I think that it went beautifully. People really seemed to enjoy the show actually more than they had the week before, and I'm very happy about that.
I'm sure that's not true. And they hardly got more and they're only saying that because they got slightly more donations than the last one. And they also expect $500 for this stupid podcast. Like, they want people to throw down $500. That was their goal last night. $500 for 2 schlubs sitting in a chair talking about wrestling. Are you kidding me? Who would pay that?
So I hope that we will continue to make improvements that you guys will like. We'll talk about that on today's show. And then I heard it bad over a week ago. It was around, I think, Monday of last week when I actually really heard it pretty significantly bad.
I can't believe this guy called people a bunch of sissies talking about medical conditions and telling them to live with it and deal with it, giving horrible medical advice that you should never follow. Yet he'll hop on stream every day and talk about, oh, my neck hurts. Oh, I'm a restless sleeper.
And I had shooting pain and muscle issues and all kinds of stuff. So here we are. It's a little over a week now. And I have this new pillow. It's called Osteo, is the name of the pillow. And it completely keeps me in position. I am very comfortable going to sleep, and I just stay in that position. I wake up in that position, and I'm like, oh, this is great. So it is getting better. It's definitely not completely better, but I can tell you, like,
instead of bitching on stream to a bunch of strangers on the internet, go to a doctor.
I was diagnosed with that, I think, when I was around 26, 27 years old. It was basically like when I was in I was trying to think, it was when I worked the office job. So that would have been,
Instead of seeking medical help to resolve the issue, or at least make it comfortable, he's going to go on Amazon and buy a pillow to solve all his problems.
no, I was younger than that. Wow. I was even younger than that. I was like 23, 24, I think. But yeah, that lasted until basically I moved out here. And then about a year.
I'm not a doctor. I don't care about this segment, but the way he explains things make you ask questions.
So just to forewarn everyone, if you like the Ninja Gaiden playthrough, it's probably going to have to wait until we wrap up all this timed stuff that has to happen soon because it's like limited time to be able to do this stuff. But I think we'll finish it probably Monday-ish, all right? So how did we do? Well, raised over $100, which I'm not going to complain about. Yeah, that's a good amount, and that's a great stream, but we didn't hit the goal. So here's the thing. Because we didn't hit the goal on the first stream, this put us in a precarious position. Why? Because we were at goals hit 8 out of 10. And the idea was to hit 2 goals yesterday so that today we could do DSP tries at Arby's. All right? I haven't done a
This guy is such a liar. He changed to this new goal system, so it's no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Then all of a sudden for the marathon, it's like, come on, guys, the pressure's on. We got to do this or else Sunday won't work. And now here we are. Oh, guys, we're in a precarious position. We got to hit the goal so we can do Arby's today so my wife doesn't have to cook. Pathetic, man.
fast food DSP tries it in several weeks. Because if you remember, the last one we did was the 11 snacks testing out of the Sakura box. And people didn't really like it. People basically said, nah, we actually like the fast food ones. Go back to that.
So he kept doing the snack testing and then ended up buying more snacks recently. But people didn't like it. So why are you continuing to do it every goal hit if people don't like it? And you bought more.
Which is why we're doing Arby's this time. Now, the reason that it's perfect for today is very simple. My wife is at work, and when she comes home, if she doesn't have to cook, that's a good thing. So if we were going to do DSP Tries It, today is the absolute perfect timing day for everything that's going on. I'm not...
Is this guy useless or something? You don't have arms and legs to go cook meal for yourself? Like, you can't set an Instapot and it takes like 20 to 40 minutes to cook something? You can't set something before you start your stream on a slow cooker for 6 hours and let it cook? Are you just completely useless in the household? You can't help your wife out who actually has to leave the house, have a commute time, and go to work, and then come home and cook for you? But I guess we're talking about the Burger King here, so...
I'm not saying that we couldn't do it tomorrow or Friday. I'm just saying it makes more sense to do it today because then she doesn't have to cook. Get it? So...
This is a shameless grift for your audience to use your wife as a means to get people to tip you so she doesn't have to cook. It's shameless. It's actually sad for her. First of all, he shouldn't be mentioning her on stream at all. He shouldn't talk about her at all. But he makes her sound like a slave in the house. Like, oh yeah, my wife's gotta cook. She has to cook. She has to do this. She has to do that if you guys don't contribute.
I was hoping that we were going to hit the goal tomorrow, and then we'd have one more goal to hit during Smart Guys, and then we would lock it in. Okay? But that didn't happen. We got $100, and then we just stalled. And I'm like, oh man, really? So... yeah, a little disheartening that we didn't do it, but...
It's disheartening to hear a streamer drag his audience and wife through this shameless grift they put off on the internet for contributions to make them hit these imaginary goals, which give people rewards. In actuality, you're just rewarding yourself. These DSP tries are the same thing over and over. There's nothing new about them. You just sit there and you watch a guy stuff his face and use basic vocabulary to describe the food he's eating. 9 times out of 10, he uses the word tangy to describe something. Even PPP made fun of him the other night and used the same word. When Phil was eating some candy, he goes, is it tangy? Like, this guy is living in baby mode. You need to man up and do things for yourself.
During and after the Smart Guys wrestling commentary show, that we had gone too far in the direction of being silly, doing drama, grilling Phil, etc.
I mean, we could see how uncomfortable Phil was getting through him. I wonder who made the call to stop doing that so much. Pretty much the only reason to watch the show.
We love doing the show. We're looking forward to more next week. All right. So where does this leave us today? Well, we are right now at 9 out of 10 goals hit. All right. We need to hit 1 goal during this stream to unlock me.
To unlock. Dude, it's been like 12 minutes into the show, and this is the second time he's brought this up. You need to provide content, and that will bring money in. If you don't have any content to offer, you're going to be sitting here begging for money like a homeless bum, dude.
Trying out the final snack item out of the Sakura box and then saying goodbye to the Japanese snacks. And then me trying out the very first snack out of this Turkish snacks box.
I thought people didn't want this, but let's just keep recycling ideas.
So we're starting up a whole new one, okay? And ordering the food from Arby's for DSP Tries It, which I'm going to do right after the gameplay ends of Onimusha Warlords today. So hitting the goal gives 3 rewards during this very stream. All right? So if you've been withholding, if you've been holding back, if you've been saying, nah, not yet, now is the time. Let's get it hit. Let's get some subs over on Kick. Let's get some memberships on YouTube. Let's get some super chats, and let's get some tips, and let's hit it right now on this show.
I wish I could have a face-to-face with DSP and be like, what makes you think that you deserve this money from people? What have you provided for content thus far on this podcast to get you $150?
Let's lock it in. Let's get it going. Let's do these 2 taste tests right now on the show, and then let's get it so that we do the Arby's at the end. Let's just get, and then we can start moving towards what's the next reward, which I don't even know yet. I mean, we can start talking about it because we've been working so much on this one, right? But I want to do 3 rewards for you guys today on this stream. All right, so let's get it going.
Really what he meant, this was a Freudian slip. He meant, I want to do 3 rewards for myself after getting $150 on today's stream. There you go, Phil. I corrected it for you.
Going. Let's get some support of every kind, okay? And as I said that, our first contribution arrived.
Who could it be? I am going to guess Flatman B.
I received a $2 tip
Sounds like it.
from Flatman B. I hope everyone's well. Long day ready. I'm going to relax with some Street Fighter 6 Ryu ranked. Much love to all and peace. Thank you to Flatman B for our first contribution of the day. Getting it started with $2. All right. 148 to go. Let's get it, guys. Come on. Who's going to be the first person to super chat today? Let's get 1 super chat right now. Okay?
I just want to, Flatman B, what are you doing, dude? Why are you here? If you're not OIC, if you're not whoever his big whales are, why are you here contributing when there's so many other streamers out there who would treat you better than Darkside Phil? I still remember that tip that Flatman B put in that was like, hey, I'm playing chess right now. Want to play a game real quick before my kids get home from school? Nah, dude, I'm trying to play the game.
Let's also get some memberships, and let's get it to some subs right now. Let's get our first of each.
Don't tell me what to do, Phil.
And get people up on the leaderboard. We got it. Darkside Dabbing with our first gifted sub over on Kick of the day. Thank you, Darkside Dabbing. We got one. But let's do it. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Now, who's going to drop a membership?
This podcast is full of meaningful content. I mean, really insightful stuff. Thrilling topics. Hard-hitting points. Crazy theatrics. Insane amount of enthusiasm.
Who's going to drop the membership right now? And who's going to do the first super chat? Let's do it.
Right now, he should be like, well, I don't usually address fans, but Super Bonchan, if you could get us to the goal, that would be great.
Let's do it. Come on. Let's get it right now. Right now, let's do a super chat. I'm going to do a countdown. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Come on. Let's get a super chat in there. Let's get...
Dude, provide some actual content for the people watching. No wonder you lose viewers. No wonder you can't hold an audience retention.
Let's get a membership. What's going on the YouTube side? Are you guys asleep? I see you talking in the chat, and I see a hell of a lot of names that don't have crowns. What is going on the YouTube side of things right now?
Fall asleep.
1. Battle Duck says, just turn off the stream until the super chat comes in. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just turn it right off. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Here's what we got to do. Ready?
Just turn it off and keep it off.
Hold on 1 second.
You'd probably make more at McDonald's right now.
There we go. All right. So you're just going to stare at my study with no one in it until a super chat comes in.
Gee, I wonder what Google image he ripped that off of.
There you go. Beautiful. Actually, this is not centered at all.
It's crazy how this guy's had this Stream Deck for at least over 4 months now and still doesn't know how to use any of the buttons on it. It always hits the wrong buttons. He'll play an intro or something when he means to switch the camera view. He likes stupid stuff like that. Well, I can see why your neck bothers you. Look at your posture. And then when he realizes it, he like tries to fix his posture.
This is not centered at all.
I hate
It's
that.
auto tracking now.
Look at his
auto-centering.
face, man.
It is.
Oh, get me out of here.
Auto-centered.
Get me out of here.
Game collections are dead, meaning no one plays them. I know this for a fact because the last fighting game collection we bought last year, or 2 years ago, was completely dead within like 4 months. You couldn't find anyone playing it anymore, so it was basically a waste of money after having played it like 2 months. And even the Marvel collection.
Didn't he just say after 4 months? So how is that a waste of money? You paid like 20 or 40 bucks, whatever it was, and you got 2 to 4 months out of entertainment from a fighting game. But that's Phil. He analyzes everything. Everything is a waste of money if he can't do it forever. If he spends $5 on something, that $5 better get him years of entertainment.
Collection that we've been playing. You can play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that's about it. If you try to search for any other games, like no one's playing it. It's unfortunate. I wish that they had communities who would keep playing them, but they don't. Here's really what it is. It's called Fightcade. Okay? Fightcade is a free-to-use online matchmaking system for if you have emulators, all right? Fightcade does matchmaking that gets you hooked up with someone else playing the emulator and put you together with rollback netcode, okay? It's free. It's also illegal. Like, you're supposed to own the rights to all of those games to be able to do that, and no one does, right?
So Fightcade itself is illegal. There is another example of Phil lying and just spewing misinformation to his audience. Fightcade is absolutely not illegal. Downloading ROMs, yes, that's illegal, but using an emulator, absolutely not. It is not illegal. He's got this misconception that just because something can be used in an illegal way, it's illegal. No, it's not the case, buddy.
Right? They just download the fucking ROMs and then they play them on Fightcade. The thing is, there hasn't been any illegal attempt to stop anyone.
You mean legal things? Anyway.
Competitive and online, and if you do a VPN to change your IP, it won't fix anything. So there you go. Okay. So thank you for the tip. Now, guys, I'm serious about this, but let's get a super chat and let's get some memberships. Let's get a variety of support, right? And let's keep it going.
Why don't we get a variety of content first before asking for support? I mean, that's the logical thing here.
I'm dead serious. I want to hit the goal by the end of this stream, or the end of this this podcast, because I want to get stuff going. I want to get food ordered. I want to do these taste tests for you. So
then why don't you do them? Why don't you provide the content? Provide the content first. 16 years and this guy's got nothing going on. Provide the content
that we can focus on Onimusha. All right. If we wait too long, it's going to be too late to order the food later.
Oh, boo-hoo.
So I want to hit it as soon as possible. If you're here, you're watching, you enjoy the content, please support the content. Follow Darkside Dabbing's example. All right, let's do it. Thank you, Darkside Dabbing, and thank you for the tips, Flatman being.
Like, who would actually fall for this? And unfortunately, people do. When Phil's like, come on, guys, get the money. Let's get the money. Let's get the money. People actually contribute, which is the sad thing. There's really no excuse to be asking for money this much on the internet when you're perfectly capable to go out and get a job. If the money isn't coming in here, it's not working for you.
It's in the Elden Ring website. Wrong. We were on the Elden Ring website yesterday. It's not there. It's not on the website. You're full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about.
He's been crashing out hard for the past like 10 minutes about this Elden Ring beta because people are telling him you can't stream it. You can just tell this guy loves his job. He loves what he does. Calling people idiots. But the worst part is this guy's in his 40s and he's crashing out. Like any grown man would be like, well, we'll find out when we get there. I haven't seen anything about it. But Phil is going to be like, I have to prove these people wrong. I have to be right about this. And he just crashes out on stream.
So unless you could tell me specifically where on the Elden Ring website it now has new terms of service for the beta stating whether or not you can stream and capture, you're full of shit. So where is it? Tell me right now where it is.
Tell me right now where it is. You talk to your wife that way, dude? If you're comfortable enough to talk like that to strangers on the internet, I imagine you probably talk to people in your life like that.
It's in there now. Where is it?
I just want to say, Phil, that shirt ain't working for you. I don't think the button-ups are your style, man. Just my personal opinion. Maybe a sweatshirt.
Tell me right now. Are you ready for this? We're going to do it. Ready? Because I've had enough. I really have. I've had enough of this nonsensical bullshit. Ready? Here we are. Two of me are here. Here we are. Show me where.
Still doesn't know how to use his equipment. Pulls up 2 cameras. I don't even know how that's possible. You're changing a scene in OBS. Why do you still have 2 cameras going? But okay.
No, you can't email me the link. You're going to tell me what to do right now, live on stream, or else you're going to shut up about it. Because this is what's been happening all week. People are yelling at me, dictating to me, you're wrong, Phil. The information is there. And every single time I said, send me the information, show it, I'll do it right now, no one can get it. Because you're fucking full of shit.
Wow, talk about having thin skin and being easily agitated. You wonder why people are yelling at you all week about it, because this is how you react. People are trying to get a reaction out of you, and look, it's clearly working.
You tell me where to find the info, and I'll go to it right now. Here I am on the fucking website. Where is it? Crickets.
Great podcast. Great A stuff.
You guys copy pasting shit in the Kick chat doesn't mean anything. You show me where to go to find that info on this website that is completely worthless. Or else the info you're spam pasting in the Kick chat is completely worthless. Find the fact. What fact? What am I looking for? What they're not saying Google it. I'm on the fucking website for the beta. Why would I go Google something? I'm literally on the source of information for the beta right now. Why would I Google for something else? This is the definitive go-to spot for information on the beta right now. It's on the fact page in the upper right. Logo Bandai Namco, English, and profile. Where do you see a fact in the upper right?
The guy just said it's on the fact page in the upper right. It's not the upper. You're not on the fact page, Phil. Not that I'm saying it's there. I don't know. I don't care. This shit wouldn't bother me either way, but.
It only appears if you drink some of your single malt whiskey. Oh, I see. Then it magically appears on the screen. I get it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You have to scroll down and click on Night Rain. Scroll down and click on Night Rain. Clicking on this Night Rain just takes you right back to the same page. This is mail, this is a video, and this is the store. Press kit. Okay. Here's information on each thing. Wish list, pre-order, key features. This is a nice website, by the way. I like how it scrolls like that next to it. It's actually a nicely designed website. Where's the United States? No United States, UK. So there's no United States listed. B. I don't know why I am. Okay. Now, can we go to, I don't know how I ended up on that. No clue. How do I click on this? Learn more. Okay, here it is. So this is the American one, I guess. Okay.
His arms look super
Listen,
lanky.
is good. The American, much better, actually. Okay. Showing you different, and that's it. As you can see, there's no rules, there's no terms of service. It's just not there. Okay. You can follow them. There's no fact whatsoever about this hilarious. You have to go to Bandai Namco in the upper left. Okay. And then what? Back. Back is not there. Lie because you're believing idiots on the that everything that you it's not there. Get it? You understand that everything that you've been saying for the past several days is a fucking lie because you're believing idiots on the internet who made it up? You get it, right? It
I mean, if it's not true, it sounds like you're the gullible idiot who's falling for it.
doesn't exist. This is hilarious. Do you know what Google is? Google doesn't matter. I am literally on the fucking website of the company that makes the game.
Okay.
Searched for and found a page that said something that linked to another page. You're a moron. I'm on the source right fucking here.
I can't believe this is a podcast episode. He's given this guy at least 10 minutes of just getting trolled.
Like, what a waste of time. What? Listen, all right, I'm gonna do everyone a favor. All right, you ready for this? Now on, unless you actually have facts to back up something you're gonna say in my chat, I want you to do something. Okay? Shut the fuck up. No one cares. You're gonna sit there and say, but
I feel like that same rule should apply to Phil. I mean, he did just say Fightcade was illegal. So unless you can back that up with fact, shut the fuck up, Phil.
know this, but I know that. Okay, present your evidence of what you're saying. Well, go to Google. No, stupid. You're the one who said the dumb fucking thing. Now you got to back it up with facts. You don't just get to say whatever you want. Oh, well, everyone knows this. Why do they know it? Where did they get the information from? Oh, I don't know. Well, then you're a moron because you went with the group mentality instead of having the evidence. Present the fucking evidence.
People love me now, right, Phil? Used to be the whipping boy of the internet.
Or shut the fuck up. One or the other. Stop wasting everyone's time. Because that's all it is. You want attention. You want the attention. Oh, look at me. I know. You don't know anything. You probably don't know how to tie your own fucking shoes. Your mother probably wipes your ass for you when you go to the bathroom.
Well, you can't cook your own dinner and your wife schedules your haircut, so which one's worse, buddy?
All right? You don't know shit. So stop wasting everyone's time, notably mine, because my time's way more fucking valuable than yours, that's for sure. Shut up. Okay.
Is it though? You do 2-hour podcasts with no content in it. I mean, you beg for money. How is that valuable time? Because if you had money coming in and you weren't worried about it, you wouldn't ask for money all the time. But here we are. You've sat on the podcast for like 10 minutes asking for money. You've got trolled about Elden Ring. You've really talked about no actual content. You complained about your neck. I mean, these aren't podcast topics. This is like a vent session for Phil.
Okay. There's absolutely nothing on the website about it, as I suspected. It doesn't exist.
All right, I gotta get out of here, y'all. Unless something crazy happens, this is probably it for me. This is pathetic. I don't even want to sit through this because I'm just laughing in my head the whole time. I don't know. What do y'all think? I mean, I know what y'all think. You're probably thinking the same thing as me, but drop a comment, leave a like. Thanks, y'all. Peace.